lovely creatives, and welcome back to the Creative Juggle Joy. I'm Kaylie Edwards, and I'm here with the one and only Delores Naskrent.
Hello, friends. Today we're diving into our creative forecast for 2026. It's a look at new trends, tools, and shifts that are shaping how we create, how I teach, and how Kaylie teaches, and how to share our work this year. It's going to be a fun one. It's a mix of practical ideas and big picture inspiration.
Yes, there has been a lot of movement over the past year. Marketplace shake-ups, new tools popping up left and right, and a growing wave of creatives craving more meaning, more control, and more joy in their work. If you haven't listened to our diversifying income episode yet, we recommend going back to that one for a deeper dive into Etsy shifts and the move towards owning your own platform.
Because today we're going beyond that. We're looking at the creative side, how art and design software and the tools we use every day are changing. What's working, what's fading, and what's feeling super fresh for 2026.
So let's start with creative tools. Affinity Designer 3 has been a game changer, bringing vector, raster, and publishing all into one space. The seamless studio link workflows means less tool hopping, more flow for anyone juggling multiple disciplines.
Yeah, Affinity has been such a breath of fresh air for independent designers. I personally love how the new version finally feels like the full creative suite. You can sketch and paint and build layouts all in one place without that constant switching of gears feeling. And yes, Canva continues to impress me between the Magic Studio AI and the brand kits and their updated layout tools. It's becoming so much more than a quick post platform. I use it all the time now for mock-ups and marketing visuals. It's easy and it's intuitive and it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it's surprising me a lot more, and I'm hoping to get a video out soon on YouTube about how to create your emails aesthetically in Canva, because that's a new feature that they've come out with. So I'm playing around with that at the moment. So
Fun.
yes, I'm also seeing a rise in browser-based tools that make design more accessible. Platforms like Kittle, which I'm using, Vectornator, and even Figma are being adopted by surface designers and digital illustrators who want speed, collaboration, and flexibility.
Totally. I think the magic word here is flexibility. I find that artist tools are mixing more than ever. We sketch in one place, we paint in another, we build repeat somewhere else, and it's becoming easier to move seamlessly between them. And for teachers or membership leaders, I love seeing how the platforms are changing, like Skool and Circle and Heartbeat. They're blending the community and courses and coaching into one home, which is really cool. It just simplifies things. So there's less bouncing around between apps, and that means more time for the good stuff, the actual creating.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of Facebook group owners moving their Facebook community to Skool in the last year. Some I was a part of. We're also seeing more creative experiment with AI enhanced ideation tools like Midjourney, Ideogram, Adobe Firefly, not to replace the art, but to test compositions, explore palettes, or spark stylist directions.
Yes, exactly. I'm using them a lot for the brainstorming, sort of like a brainstorming partner. I use it for kickstarting ideas or for seeing concepts from a new angle, but it'll never replace my personal touch. It won't for anybody. Your taste and intuition are still what makes your work yours.
Yes, you can use it a lot like you would with Pinterest, where you're putting different things on a mood board of what you want to do. And it's very good with AI. You can ask it to give you stuff instead of you having to search for it all the time. You can actually ask it for what you are visualizing and add components to it. Like you can create a load of assets and then put them together and make something really cool out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk color, texture, and style. One of the biggest predictions this year is an aesthetic duality, soft and sensory versus surreal and electric.
On the softer side, I'm loving how organic everything feels again. So I'm thinking, I'm seeing definitely, and I'm using more of the sort of clay reds, like terracotta color, mossy greens, linen kind of tones, that color of the year, Pantone color of the year, the tactile hand touched looks of everything. Everything's feeling warm and grounded. Pantone's Mocha Mousse really captured that last year. It's cozy, calm, and comforting.
Absolutely. Mocha Mousse carried us into that handcrafted, earthy direction last year, but 2026 brings a fascinating shift because Pantone has
Yeah,
now chosen Pantone's 2026 colour of the year, which is Cloud Dancer, Pantone 114201. It's
yeah.
their first ever white chosen as colour of the year. It's very off-white. It does an airy, ethereal off-white, a whisper of peace in a noisy world, they said, and a symbol of the global desire for clarity, softness, and emotional reset.
Yeah, ethereal is definitely the way I look at it. It's very angel-like. It's pretty. It's this like a blank canvas, and it's a calm space to breathe again. It's neutral, but it has that presence that makes everything around it shine. I've used it a couple of times now, and I find that it pairs so beautifully with those earthy tones that I'm loving. So if you're looking for something cozy or you like brighter, more surreal colors for contrast, it works beautifully with both.
Yes, and it's amplifying the trend toward handmade textures, visible brushstrokes, fiber texture, ripples, soft grain. Designers are using Cloud Dance as the quiet foundation that lets emotion and detail shine.
Texture, I think, is everything right now. That sense of something being touched by hand, or that you can touch it and you're going to feel something when you do touch it. I think we're all craving that connection through our visuals again.
Yeah, especially with it's been so heavy with tech the last few years. I think a lot of people are craving that.
Yes.
On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have hyperchromatic and electric pastel palettes coming in.
Yeah.
Acid greens, glowing lilacs, neon yellow, digital pink. These tap into like Gen Z nostalgia and internet culture,
Yeah,
which
I've seen that. I've been
yeah,
seeing it a lot. And it's really cool. Some of the illustrations that you see, I just love the way people are using this color for highlights and shadows and things. It's just fearless, designers who are into having fun and playing with their digital illustration. Creative rebellion, but in the best way, like it's beautiful. Even it's not my thing, but it's beautiful. It's joyful and it's full of personality. And I love how it just sits nicely beside the quiet neutrals. So it's fine.
yeah, it's joy, rebellion, and energy. We're seeing this in dopamine decor, maximalist stationery, bold repeat patterns, and expressive brand visuals. Like it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I think that I found one thing that had kind of like the neon and neon green and the pink, and that was literally on my ACDC t-shirt. I was like, that's the only one I have. And I thought that's quite a grungy t-shirt, and I thought that's the only one I can find that has those colours. So
It's
anyway,
interesting. I definitely have seen that with my granddaughter, who's now 12, going on 20. She loves the whole surrealism trend, so floating shapes, distorted text, dreamlike collages. It's really a fun counterbalance in a way to minimalism. It's a single surreal element that can make something instantly memorable. So I'm respecting it. When it comes to themes, I'm seeing a real return to tactile craft, though. PIPA, the PIPA Fine Art, called it ultra tactile craft. And I think that's actually spot on. We're seeing a lot of hand woven pieces, lots of hand done ceramics, really layered and textural ceramics and layered paper, lots of fiber art. I've seen a lot of that. And they're all kind of celebrating depth and imperfection.
yes, yeah, and yes, butterflies are back.
Yay!
They're trending across home decor, kids markets, digital collage, and stationery. Symbolism includes transformation, softness, and nostalgic beauty. I love butterflies, so this one is one I may play with more.
Yeah, me too. I plant flowers specifically to attract butterflies. I've got lots of different sort of butterfly ornaments around, and they're timeless, right? Like I've had some of them, I've had them for 20 years, and they always bring that sense of hope and renewal. I'm also noticing a lot of plaids and checkered fabrics showing up again. It's softening things up. And I am personally really enjoying hand drawn and uneven lines. So more painterly interpretations. You're going to see that a lot in my art this year. I just feel like it's all fresh again. That kind of artwork just feels so, even if it's done digitally, it just feels so hand drawn.
Yeah, retro aesthetics are also rising. Neo decor is called. Geometric patterning, gold touches, arches, symmetry. Pinterest forecasts show glamourati. I had to look it up. And maximalist nostalgia continuing in decor and gifting.
It's so fun to see this kind of a blend of nostalgia and modern craft, especially because I've lived through it, right? So to me, it's like looking back, the 70s. Hey, I remember the 70s. It was fun. The common thread, people want art with feeling, whether it's modern or vintage inspired. I love vintage art. I could look at vintage art all day long. Everybody is drawn to the personality of it and the story.
Yes, yeah. One of my favorite 2026 trends is global local storytelling. So Adobe calls it real and regional. People
Hmm.
want to know the origins of the art they're buying, the culture, the landscape, or lived experience behind it, which is something I talk about all the time about storytelling in your art. If you want people to buy, you have to connect with the buyer. And the art piece itself needs to tell a story, and you need to be able to express that story in your words when you're promoting your art on wherever you're promoting it.
Yes, that totally speaks to me, Kaylee. No matter where you live, your region has something really unique to offer. And I feel that all the time when I'm meeting with people from other areas, other parts of the world. And, we talk about things like our seasons, the weather, we talk about symbols, we talk about color. These little details are about you, details of where add soul to your work.
Yes, different parts of the world have different community, different cultures, and bringing some of that into your own art as well is such a good idea because it's another story behind the pieces that you create.
Yeah.
Brands are collaborating more with local artisans as well. Creatives are blending traditional craft with modern digital workflows. So it's a way to get in as well.
Exactly. If you're a textile artist, maybe that's a pattern inspired by your local plants or architecture. If you're an illustrator, maybe it's a piece that tells a story from your own childhood. I commented on a friend's art the other day on the wall in behind her on my monitor, and it was a piece that was done with retro fabrics, retro purses and things all cut up, and it just was amazing, just gorgeous. So those personal touches make the art feel alive.
Yes, those stories build emotional loyalty that no trending audio ever could.
So how do we stay relevant without burning out, Kaylee?
By choosing a lane, my focus this year is rebuilding creative rhythm gently, leveraging AI to assist my workflows and designing systems that keep pace with my family life and not
Uh-huh.
fight against it. Start to bring back in creativity for joy, not just work. And I'm starting to slowly build that in this year, hopefully.
Good for you. Yeah, I feel that so, so deeply. For me, it's all about flow over force. I'm sticking with batching and seasonal planning so I can build ahead and leave space for more of that spontaneous creative time. It's a rhythm that lets me breathe.
And both of us are centering our memberships and communities. The Spellweaver Creative Hub and my new app, Craft Path, and Delores' Thriving Artist membership to help creatives grow with alignment and joy.
Exactly. This year isn't about keeping up with every new trend. It's impossible. Trust me, I've tried. It's about creative longevity and building something that supports you for years to come, not just for the next launch.
Yes, it's about workflow as a creative support system, not a hustle cut cycle. Let tech lighten the load so you can stay connected to your artistic core and just experiment.
If you'd like the full 2026 Creative Trends PDF with all the visuals and stats and links to the tools, check the show notes. It's such a great little reference to keep nearby all year long.
Yeah, and if you want support planning your creative evolution for 2026, we'd love to have you inside our memberships. They're built for clarity, support, and soul-led growth. Dolores's focuses more on the making side, whereas mine focuses more on marketing and business systems, building aspects for creatives.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for updates on the new 5 cards in 5 days challenge. It's coming again soon. It's going to be so much fun and such a creative kickstart for you.
Until next time, keep juggling, keep creating, and most of all, keep finding joy in the process.